Hello, everyone, and welcome to what I am calling the Sacred News and Weather. My name is Dana, and I am your host, and I'm super grateful that you're here. This is literally my very first public YouTube space. I have been leading groups and landing them here in YouTube in private spaces for several years now, but this is the first time that I am daring to come forward in a public forum. And I'm doing so, as you can see, in a pretty raw manner. I am at home in my bedroom. I have all the wrong lighting. There are no ring lights. I've got natural lighting coming in from one side and shadow from the other. I didn't put any makeup on. I have a little bit of Willita Rose lip balm going on. And this channel is going to be a come as you are party. Not only for me, but I hope for you as well. If you have found me, if you have found this video, you have either followed me here from some other space, very likely Facebook, which is where I do most of my work in the world. I am a words person more than an images person, which is why it has taken me many, many years to arrive here in YouTube land. I don't love being on camera. Um I don't love being seen in this way, but I figured the only way that I was going to be able to be seen is if it is a come as you are party. So here I am. We may get fancier as time wears on, but for right now, it's me in my bedroom with good old Zoom recording and some fresh flowers always, because that's how I roll. And there might be a cat who comes and visits us. My nanny might come in the door in a few minutes, and I'm just going to go with it because it's time for me to get my work out into the world. For those of you that don't know me, I am a critical care nurse. I am a mama. Those are my very muggle identities. My non muggle identity is healer, energy worker, medium, intuitive, reader of the Akashic Records, channel. I am all of these things. Um, I am all of these things. And by the way, so are you. The only thing that I believe keeping anyone from being able to do exactly what I do or their own flavor of exactly what I do is getting quiet. So I made the very conscious decision about 5 years or so ago to get quiet in meditation every single day. And in doing so, all of the gifts that had been present in my entire life beforehand really started to come forward, and I started to learn what they are, and I started to be able to use them. And then a little training here, a little training there, a little more information from the universe, and here I am. I also identify as a very unlikely spiritual teacher. I say unlikely because I didn't really study anything until things started coming through in meditation and sent me on a quest to learn more. So I now teach people, often people who have religious trauma, how to find their language for their connection with their highest selves, whether they call that version of themselves or the version of their highest self, or God, or divine, or spirit. I speak the languages of Christianity and Judaism and chakras. To me, it's all energy, and I try and reach people with the language that they most identify with. So you might hear me using the Judaic Tree of Life, you might hear me using the sacraments, you might hear me using chakras. And to me, it is all a vehicle for the same thing, which is spirit, which is Mama Earth, which is the divine, which is God, which is goddess, whatever your word, whatever your feeling is for that connectivity, um, insert your word into what I am saying so that you can stay here, so that you can be comfortable, so that you can stay with the work. What we're going to be doing here on the regular here in Sacred News and Weather is I will be channeling a message for our collective. Now, right now, our collective consists of probably some people that I know and some people who find me by accident. And so I'm curious to know because I don't actually yet know what is here for us and who is here and who will be coming. I have a feeling, I have a beautiful feeling of what and who is to come. But I don't know who that is yet. And I know and trust that it's going to be evolving. And so my channeled message for our container is going to evolve probably each time I post a video. So what I'll be doing is going into meditation before I arrive here and listening for and receiving a message that I will then deliver to you. Once I've delivered the message, we are going to move into a guided meditation. And in that guided meditation, I will be offering energy work on the collective. So, what does that look like on your end? What does that look like on the receiving end? Well, on the receiving end, your only job, your only work is to listen and to receive, which can look different for different folk depending upon where you are in this kind of work. If you are just landing here and you've never done anything like this before, it may be a little weird, it may be a little foreign, and I will give you very explicit instructions so that you can feel safe to follow along at your own pace. If you are a light worker, if you identify as someone who is already doing your version of this work in the world, awesome. I'm going to invite you to come closer to get really curious about what it is that I'm doing, because part of the reason that I believe that I'm here, part of the reason I believe that I am starting a YouTube channel when really I have like very little desire to be seen in this capacity, is because I really want as many people who are able, who desire it, doing this work. So I'm going to invite you to come really close to me. I'm going to invite you to see what you're seeing as I offer you my guided meditation, as I offer you the energy work. I'm going to invite you really, really close to come really close into my energy and see what's happening. And then get curious and ask me all of the questions in the world about it down in those comments. Ask me what I'm doing, ask me what I'm seeing. I'm going to try and stay on top of comments so that I can help you turn into your magic, step more deeply into your magic, step more deeply into your light work, step more deeply into your intuition and your connection with yourself, with God, Goddess, with divine, with everything that you can do to heal what's going on out there, because that is what we're being invited into. I use not only my five senses, but I also use my connectivity with angels and ancestors and guides. You will see me often, I probably have 1,000 times already closed my eyes, because while I am present and here and in this space with you, I'm also not quite in linear time and linear space. I'm sort of moving between different layers to see what's needed to see and hear what's needed to be said. And the more I am in my humanness, the more awkward I get. It's just the way it is. I am much more comfortable when I am channeling and knowing that the message that I'm receiving is the one that is meant to be delivered. I open my eyes, I see myself, I'm like, ew, what am I talking about? But I close my eyes and I drop in and I know exactly what's here. You will see me leaning often to the left. This is where a lot of my messages come from. This is where a lot of the messages from my own guides and from your guides and from the guides of the collective, from different ancestors, from angels. And I'll tell you who's here. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I'll tell you what I'm hearing. This, what's coming through here, is meant for all of you. It's not just meant for me. I will be sharing it all as it comes through. I get visual images as well. I get taste, I get smell, I get feelings in my physical body, and I will just be sharing what is here for us as it's coming through. As I said, your only job here is, if you so choose, is to receive. I will give you explicit instructions for the guided meditation portion. I'm going to invite you to be in a certain position in your body. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. I'm going to give you instructions that you can follow all the way through to the end. And when we get to the energy work portion of our time together, I'm going to do my best to deliver a narrative that your mind, your brain, your very important mind can follow if it chooses to. But know that when we get into the energy work portion, it's perfectly normal for you to fall asleep or to feel like you've fallen asleep. And so long as you've opened yourself to receiving the message, so long as you've opened yourself to receiving the energy work, you will very much receive the benefit of the work that I'm doing here in each session. So if you fall asleep, it's all good. If you slip into some in between space, which may very well be the case, also good. And if you stay with me all the way through, great. No matter where you are, no matter what happens in your human suit, in your meat suit, trust that the message that you are receiving, the energy work that you're receiving, if you are open to receiving it, it will be received. If your conscious mind really wants to know what's here for you, you can go back and listen to it again when you're more awake and find out, oh, what did she say? What did she do? What is she doing with her hands? What is she doing? The fact of the matter is I probably will be doing things with my hands. I don't even really know what I look like when I'm doing energy work. And that's part of why I'm like, oh, could I just hide behind a blank screen and do this? And that's something else that might happen here on this channel as well. I might be offering guided meditations and messages just as a blank canvas with some words without my image on it, because though I'm, as I said, it's a come as you are party here. I'm not wearing any makeup and I don't have special lighting and I'm not doing anything special to show up. There are times where like I'm just not going to get on in my bathrobe, but something might come through and I'm committed to sharing those messages with you. So if you see something coming up on this channel that is just a few words, like what do they call it, a color block on Facebook. If you see something coming up as a color block with a few words and it's my voice, you can trust that it's me. And I'm just delivering a message that's meant to be delivered, and I'm really not in the mood to come out of my PJs or to wash my hair. But in general, I know that this is going to be a come as you are party. So I'm going to, and that's the only way that I'm going to show up here. And I invite you to show up here in whatever way and place you can arrive. There are a few other things that I'm going to ask you to be aware of, and I'll probably remind you of this each time we do a session. And that is that I will be delivering messages that are sometimes meant exactly for you. And sometimes it will be in real time and you're going to be getting the message and you're going to be like, yes, this is my message. It's perfect. I'm ready for it. And great. That's what we want. But sometimes you're going to jump in and you're going to be like, what is she saying? I don't think this is for me. And I want you to know that not every message is going to be for you. And what I don't want you to do is try and like fit yourself and squeeze yourself in to something that your body, your being is saying, no, not for me. Because not every message, especially in a collective, as the collective grows and as more people find me, I'm going to be picking up on different parts and pieces of the collective energy, and not everything is going to be for you. The other thing that I will say is sometimes your being is like, nope. And it could be that that message is not for you. It could also be that I've like knocked on some kind of difficult part of your being that isn't ready to be unlocked. And I'm going to say this also, turn me off. Um, I am, well, I'm not necessarily here to make everybody delightfully comfortable. I'm here to channel messages that are meant for you to receive. I am also not here to trigger the shit out of anyone. And I probably said the S word too soon in the algorithm, and I'm probably going to get flagged, but that's okay. I also swear. That's part of the come as you are party. I'm a little bit spicy. Um, and so know that as well. But I'm not here to trigger you. I'm here to grow. Excuse me. I'm here to help you grow your magic. I'm here to help you connect with the highest parts of yourself. I'm here to help you pick up and turn the wounds that you might carry and hold in all angles and meet them with love. I am here for love. I believe that each and every one of us, even the people out there in the world that you might find it difficult to believe this about, I believe that each and every one of us are love. We are made of love. We come from love. Love moves from us, and we are moving toward more love. And my job here, my work in the world, is to help you eliminate anything standing between you and the highest version of yourself. Anything standing between you and love, anything standing between you and your greatest freedom. And that's my goal in the world. That is the goal of my work in the world. And that is why I'm here to deliver to you the sacred news and weather. I look forward to seeing you here. I don't know how often I'm going to show up yet. I don't know how often you could expect to receive these messages. I'm going to invite you to like and share and subscribe to me so that you get little notifications when I post a new video. I will do my best to inform you of when I'm going to do that. I am new to delivering public messages here on YouTube, but I'm ready. I'm ready to do it whether I want to or not. I am being divinely guided to do this now. Today on this new moon partial solar eclipse in Aries, the spring forward, the go mode. Um, I'm here to do the thing, and I'm slightly uncomfortable, and I'm also thoroughly delighted. So thank you for being here with me, and you can look forward to an actual sacred news and weather channeling here shortly. Bye bye.